We prep for food shortages. We prep for power outages. We prep for chaos, collapse, and even war. But there's one thing that almost every prepper overlooks. And it's a thing that can make all your other preps worthless. And no, it's not guns or ammo. It's not food. It's not water. Welcome to Asymmetrical Preparedness. I'm Michael. And on this channel, we talk about practical prepping, self-reliance, and building resilience, not fear. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your day. Please don't forget to like and hype the video. Also, if you don't want to miss out on the new videos coming or any updates, please email me and let me know you want to be added to our email list so I can send you out any pertinent information so you don't miss out. Today I'm going to reveal what I believe is the most dangerous thing that most preppers overlook and how to fix it. Most preppers spend their time and money stockpiling food, water, ammo, gear, and building bug out bags. But here's the problem. They assume having all the stuff stockpiled will save them. When a real-world event happens, your supplies don't act. You do. And if you're not mentally and physically prepared and trained to use your preps, it won't matter how many buckets of beans and rice you have, or how much food storage you have, or how many preps you have. The most dangerous things preppers overlook is the human element, your mindset, health, and ability to perform well under stress. One way to make sure you stay healthy is to have antibiotics in your preps and prescription meds from Jace Medical on hand. Links in the description below, coupon code also. Save some money on some good products. When fear, exhaustion, or chaos hits, most people freeze, let's be honest. All those preps? Worthless if you panic or freeze up. Most preppers never practice what they plan. They never stress test their preps or their bodies in a real-world situation via training and practice. Your brain is the most powerful survival tool you have, period. It's what separates those who are flexible and adapt to dynamic situations from those who just give up. You can't buy it. You can't stockpile it. You must build it. You build mindset and mental resilience through training and practice, testing yourself and your gear, getting outside your comfort zone. I know that's difficult, but if you can get comfortable being uncomfortable, you're gonna have a lot better chance of survival. So what do you do about it? Go camping in crappy weather. Turn all the power off to your house over the weekend and see how well you deal with it. Try living off only your food storage for a week. Those are just some examples, but that's how you'll find your weak spots. Do this now while you still have time to fix it. This is imperative. Don't wait until something happens because then it's too late. Physical readiness is another weak spot in the prepper community. Let's be honest. How many people do you know that are preppers that work out on a regular basis? You might have a 60-pound bug out bag with all the cool guy gear in it, but can you actually carry it over rough terrain for 5 to 10 miles? Can you haul buckets of water from a stream? Can you swing an axe chopping firewood for an hour? I personally ruck either on my treadmill or in the woods here 6 days a week with my long-range patrol pack, my chest rig, my ballistic helmet, and my rifle for an hour to 3 hours almost every single day. Oh, and have I ever told you? I don't think I have, but I'm 52 years old. You don't have to be a marathon runner, a bodybuilder, a soldier. You just need to be capable of carrying your gear and doing the practical things that you'll need to do in an SHTF scenario. Let's talk about the other human element. The people around you, your friends, your family, your mag, your tribe. Because one man can't do it all. I cannot provide proper security for just my house. You need at least 4 people to do that because you need 4-point security. In an SHTF scenario, we need a division of labor. So-and-so needs to be doing something, so-and-so needs to be doing something else. Because we cannot do it all ourselves. Doesn't matter how well prepared you are, how trained you are. I can't do it all myself, neither can you. Your friends, your family, your neighbors are part of your preparedness plan whether you like it or not. Because they're the people around you. They're gonna rely on you and they're not going anywhere. You can't really stop that. You can't really turn those kind of people away. So train them, involve them, build trust. Because when things go sideways, isolation isn't a strength, it's a liability. You can buy all the cool guy stuff in the world, but if you overlook yourself, you fail. The most dangerous things preppers overlook isn't outside, it's inside. Mindset, discipline, and the ability to adapt to dynamic situations. That is what will really give you an edge in a survival situation. If you only take one thing from the video, let it be this. Don't just stock up, train up, practice. Build the habits and experience now that will allow you to make the most of your preps when it really matters. I love each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day and blessings to you and yours.